Okay, so before we get started, I want to talk about humble but hungry. I feel like A&T's program has used that hashtag, and then last year you guys had All In. Talk to me a little bit about humble but hungry and what that means to you, and in particular to the football team.
Humble but hungry, we took that, and it basically just like we humble because we at the top, number one in numerous spots, but we still hungry though.
Yes.
We ain't finished, so I just feel like it's like, yeah, we're humble about it, but we still coming for what you got too still. Mm-hmm. So that's what we take from that.
Do you feel like this year is any different from last year?
Yes. Well, it's a big difference because I'm having a starting role now. Mm-hmm. I was second string last year, so I get in and run plays that I'm good at. But this year I start, so I got to be able to run all the plays. So that's the biggest difference.
What has that transition been like? So you waited behind the running back last year, and then you finally get your start, and you're doing phenomenal. What was that transition period like for you?
Well, I just knew, like, when I came here, Cartwright was the first person to hit me up. So I was the first person that I had talked to, and I liked him. And so I just went behind him, learned the system, and learned what I can do and what I can't do, what I should and shouldn't do, and really just went from there. So, but I knew, you got to wait your turn. He was a senior, He'd been in this program for a long time, did a lot of stuff for this program, so I respect him. That's my dog right there. But so I knew I was going to have to wait behind him, but I knew I was just going to be taking notes while I'm waiting instead of just sitting around. So I think that's why it turned out the way it turned out.
There has been an enormous amount of talent that has passed through A&T's program, especially at the running back position. I see sometimes where they're shouting you out on social media. How does that feel, and how do you feel that has motivated you on the field?
Oh, that's big right there. At Coastal, I had D'Angelo Henderson in front of me. He was my old head. He went and got drafted. And then I come here, I made a relationship with Reek and Tony, and Bam just went. And so, with Reek, when he shot me out and then he doing what he doing with the Bears, that's a great feeling right there. It's like, yeah, I know somebody at the top where I'm trying to be at. So that's just a great feeling.
And then you want to be there, but you're remaining humble. How do you block out what happened in the previous season to remain humble and be able to take care of business this season?
I just feel like I'm determined. I'm motivated. I got a plan, and I plan on sticking to it. And I don't really let too much outside get into what I have going on. I try to stay focused a lot, and you gotta learn how to ignore stuff sometimes, good and the bad. Mm-hmm. So that's just how I took you move. That. Yeah. So
let's start from the beginning. Mm-hmm. So you grew up or was born in Alabama. Then you guys moved to Atlanta, and then you moved to Conway, South Carolina. But that love for the football game always seemed to prevail. Right. Talk to me a little bit about your start for football.
Well, it started in Alabama. I played rec football at the little park, just like everybody else, Mm-hmm. I played for Welcome All. I played for a couple different teams or whatever. And since then, Alabama, I started 6th grade in Alabama, but I went to elementary school. And then when 6th grade came, we didn't have middle school football in Alabama.
Okay.
So it was really nothing there. So boom, I moved to Atlanta. I moved to Atlanta after my freshman year in high school.
Okay.
And when I moved to Atlanta, it was high school time now, so we could play football again. So mm-hmm. I just went out there, tried out for the team. I made the team. I played safety. I played JV my freshman year.
Okay.
But I traveled varsity. Mm-hmm. And then my sophomore year came, and I started varsity. But I played safety in Atlanta and Georgia.
Yes.
So, boom, went from there, and then I moved to South Carolina. Started playing running back, and then that was that.
The rest was history. I feel like running back is who you are as a person because you have this feel and this drive for the game. Right. You're consistently putting your all into it. And a lot of people don't know you have did very well in high school. You had several 1,000-yard seasons. Right. And it's so surprising to everyone that you're doing so good now. Right. Why do you feel like that's such a surprise? Because I feel like you've been doing well for so long.
I feel like they just don't know me, you know, like if they knew my background, you know, where I came from and stuff like that, then they probably wouldn't be that surprised. But yeah, I'm definitely not surprised. Like, and I'm not satisfied either. So I feel like I still got a lot of work to do. And
when you say not satisfied, in particular, your game and the football team itself. I know you guys are humble but hungry. Right. What is not satisfying about that? What are you guys seeking?
We want to score 50 points a game and shut everybody out.
Okay.
That's what we want to do. We want the scoreboard to say at least 50-0 every time we step on the field. But I mean, stuff happens. It don't always end that way. But that's what we strive for.
Talk to me a little bit about how you have personally motivated yourself on and off the field.
Well, really, it's just about, like, who I do it for, you know? And I just keep that in my head, and it's just, like, even when I don't feel like going, I'm like, man, what would they say, you know? So it's just like, all right, well, I guess I'll go then.
Let's talk a little bit about they, because a lot of people don't know you've had really great success on the field, but off the field, you've struggled a little bit, right? You've had your own challenges. Right. Your best friend was diagnosed with cancer in 2015, and then he beat it, and then he passed away. And then your mom was then diagnosed with cancer. Right. How has that affected you? And then how has that motivated you on the field?
It affected me a lot. When Twain died in 2015, you know, it took a big toll on me. I was 17 years old. Never experienced nobody close dying to me or nothing like that. And so it really took a big toll on me. I used to see him every day, talk to him every day, and now, you know, I'll never see him again. So it definitely took a big toll on me. I made me make a lot of bad decisions. You know, I was angry, and it hurt me deep. I'm not gonna lie to you. Still to this day, it did. And then with my mom, she got diagnosed with cancer, breast cancer, 2 days after we won the Celebration Bowl last year.
Okay.
So that took a big toll on me too, because it was just like I just lost Twain to cancer, and then now my mom called me and she's like, she got breast cancer. So that took a big toll on me too, and I just knew, like, life's short, you know, you gotta take advantage of it. So I knew she fighting cancer, like, I know she gonna beat it, but still I want to show out as much as I can in every game that I play, so, you know, she'll have something to remember regardless of what happens. So that's just all basically what it is. When I touch the field, it's like, see, the only reason I played running back was because of him. I never played running back. Like I said, I played safety, but when I moved to Conway, where he is from, so I started playing running back. So I was just like, every time I play, I just feel like he playing through me, because I don't even play running back. Like, so I just feel like it's a blessing.
When you hear Twain and you hear your mom, your face just lights up.
Right.
It seems like not only do you play for yourself, but that is what you play for.
Right.
Tell me a little bit about how they have motivated you to keep being resilient and pushing forward through all the challenges you face.
Right. See, with Twain, it was just like, we boys, so, you know, we ain't really on that sentimental stuff. So I remember he was on his deathbed and all, and my pops had told me he wasn't doing too well, and I called him. I started crying. I'm like, man, I can't lose you, dog. He like, man, stop all that crying, man. I ain't going nowhere, you know, like, I'm gonna be all right. Just do, you know what I'm saying, stay straight, do what you need to do. And I'll never forget that. But he ended up passing away like a couple weeks later after that. And then with my mom, it's just like, she tell me all the time, like, don't really worry about me. Like, just do what you got to do, and everything will work itself out. You know, she's a big believer in Christ, big Christian. So, you know, I just take it from her. You know, I feel like she just don't want me to see her hurting. So she try to, you know, but at the end of the day, I know what's going on. So I just channel all that, and when I touch the field, it's just like everybody got to pay for it. because cancer ain't really a person, so somebody got to pay for it. So that's how I take my anger out.
How good does it feel every time you see her in those stands? Because I know she tries to make as many games as she can, and so as much as your dad does.
Right.
Talk to me a little bit about how good it feels to see your family in those stands.
Well, my mom lives in Alabama, so she hasn't really made a lot of games. She probably seen me play in college live maybe 2 or 3 times. Mm-hmm. But it was a great feeling, you know. It's always a great feeling because even when she's not at the game, I know she's watching it on TV. So it's always the same thing. When I go to the locker room after the game, she gonna be texting me 50 times. I probably have 50 messages through the games, and you know, she just make me feel good about everything that I'm doing.
Exciting. So
Right.
exciting to see, because I feel like a lot of times everybody is playing for something, and
Right.
you have been through so much,
Right.
and you still seem to find a way to come out on top.
Right.
As Aggies, our pride runs deep.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit about the transition from Coastal and how our Aggie pride and our Aggie Nation has welcomed you in.
Yeah, see, at Coastal, it was like, I don't know, it was my first college experience. It was just all over the place, really. But you would go out and you might see people wearing Coastal shirts and stuff like that, but they probably didn't even go to Coastal half of the time. But when you here and you go out, you can go to Walmart or something, somebody gonna yell out Aggie Pride, you know? You be like, oh. They be like, oh yeah, we went to A&T, I graduated such and such. So, you know, that's a great feeling. Like, it's different. Like, if you go to Coastal, if you're not known, like, ain't nobody yelling out, oh, Coastal Pride, you know, nothing like that, you know? So it's just like, it's different. It's like us, you know, it's our people. So, you know, I feel like it's just a different vibe when we're around each other.
How does having such a strong base affect you guys on the field? Every time you come out, there's a section of fans there. We try to show up in strong numbers.
Right.
How does that motivate the team?
Oh, that's everything right there. You know, you look in the stands and you see a nice little group, even at the away games. Oh yeah, you like, oh yeah, they didn't came this far. You know, we gotta give them something. We can't just have these people out here traveling, wasting their money, and then come out here and we lay an egg. Nah. So we just feel like, you know, if we gotta give our supporters a reason to support us. You know, it's not one-sided. You know, like, we want everybody to just come to the games, but if we losing, like, what's the point of coming to the game? So I just feel like it go hand in hand. Like, we're gonna win, so they gonna come to the game. So basically, that's what we need to do. If they traveling here and here and here, giving us nice crowds at away games and even better crowds at home. So I just feel like we owe it to the fans to win too.
So to end, you guys are being humble, but definitely hungry.
That's right.
All right.
It's Jah-Maine Martin, a.k.a. Big Man, and I'm checking in with Chante.